Hi, and welcome to a brand new video. In this video, we're going to be tackling a challenge called the Nemo or Teemo Attacking. So, in LOL world, there's a hero, and his name's Teemo, and his attacking enemy is Ashi, which is in a poisoned condition. Now, Teemo is attacking Ashi at a couple of time frames with some poisoning time duration thing. So basically, at a couple of time periods, he will poison his enemy for a certain duration, for a certain amount of time. And we want to see how long he's poisoned or he cannot move, or how long he's in that poisoned state. So let's look at our first example. In our first example, we have 1, comma 4 and 2 as the input. The 1, comma 4 is the array, which says what time periods Teemo is attacking. So he's attacking at 1 and he's attacking at 4. And then the duration of the poison is 2, meaning that for 2 seconds the poison's going to last. So why is the output 4? Well, that's because at time 1, Teemo is going to give a 2-second poison. So that's going to be for 2 seconds. Then we have at 4 seconds, that's another 2 seconds of poison. So in total, that's 4 seconds. In 1, comma 2, however, yeah, he poisons for 2 seconds, but he poisons in within the next second, meaning that the 2 seconds of poison will last from 1 to 3. However, because you're also poisoning at 2, you can't count that extra second. So this is why you have 1 second of poisoning from 1 to 2, and then when you re-poison, you have 2 more seconds. So that's 3. So now let's see how we can tackle this lol world Teemo problem. How we're going to tackle this is nothing fancy. All you need is like integers, for loops, if statements, and basically the most advanced thing we do is using a for loop. So this problem's actually pretty simple. We're first going to create our answer variable, and this is going to take track of how many seconds the poison's lasting. And this is what we're going to return. Then we're going to go through every single number in that time series array. And then I++. And then you'll notice that I do a -1, meaning that I don't go through the entire array. And that's because when you'll notice, we have to compare 2 to 1. So in this very last element, there's nothing to compare to. So that's why we don't have to really check this last element. We can just aimlessly add it. There's two conditions. There's two scenarios that could happen with this number. The first scenario is that the time series of I plus 1, meaning that the number greater than minus the current position is less than duration. Okay, oh, whoops, time series. So that is what this is, where 2 minus 1, which is 1, is less than the amount of duration, meaning that our answer only has to plus equal the difference. So we only have, because we don't have to plus equals the entire duration in this case. The second answer is that it's greater than. So all we have to do is plus equal duration, which is in this case 4 minus 1 is 3, and that's more than duration. So we only have to plus equal duration. And that's it. That's all we have to do in the for loop. But before we return answer, we also have to consider this very last number, where it's always going to have this duration. So, but the thing is that if the array is empty, we can't we can't just add duration if the array is empty. So we're just going to say if time series length is greater than or equal to 1, then we're just going to press OK or our answer is just going to add duration to it. So that if we have something like 4, after I poison our enemy at 4, we're going to have 2 seconds of poison. So I'm just adding that duration in, and then I'm returning the answer. So let's run our program. I've already set up a test case where it's this first example right here. And you'll actually notice that we get 4, which is the answer that we wanted. Let's also test 1 and 2. All I have to do is change it to 2. And when I run this, you'll see that we get 3, which is the answer that we wanted. So I hope that this basic problem helps you get a little bit dive into Java, learn how to test your skills a little bit. And if you learned from this video, don't forget to put a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to this channel. See you next time.